They serve a purpose, but too much is uncomfortable. Excessive mucus and phlegm may not be much of a conversation starter unless you're 14 and trying to spit the farthest. But if you have too much mucus, it can drive you crazy in search of solutions. First, consider that mucus has a purpose. This fluid is naturally made by your body every day, says laryngologist Paul C. Bryson, MD. While the exact amount your body makes isn't known, most experts think it's about 1 liter a day, he says. That's half of a 2-liter bottle of soda. Dr. Bryson outlines some ways to get rid of your excess mucus and phlegm. What are mucus and phlegm? Mucus has an important role in your body. It's made by cells in your mouth, throat, nose, and sinuses. Its slippery consistency helps protect and moisturize, and traps potential irritants. Phlegm is made of mucous membranes, but it's produced and used by your respiratory system to combat inflammation. What causes mucus overproduction? Your body can go into overdrive creating mucus when you have a cold, have irritated sinuses, sinusitis, have allergies, are exposed to smoke or pollution. Environmental allergies can cause excess mucus or phlegm, as can food allergies, but the latter is harder to diagnose based on this symptom alone, Dr. Bryson explains. If you're healthy, your mucus tends to be thin, and you may not even notice it. But if you're sick, your mucus can become thick and crusty. And you may not notice phlegm until you cough it up, which can be a symptom of pneumonia or bronchitis. You may be concerned about the color of your mucus and phlegm, too, whether it's yellow or green. But the color doesn't necessarily mean you have an infection. How to get rid of excess mucus and phlegm. If you have chronic problems with mucus and phlegm, try the following. These remedies also help if your problem with mucus and phlegm progresses to a postnasal drip. Hydrate more. Drink more water. Also, consider your medications or any dehydrating beverages you regularly drink like coffee, alcohol, and some teas. A good rule of thumb is to drink enough water to make your urine pale, Dr. Bryson advises. Use a humidifier. This can help your body moisturize your throat and nasal passages and may help you reduce mucus and phlegm production. Opt for a cool mist humidifier and make sure you clean it regularly per its directions. Check filters on heating and cooling systems. Make sure the filters are clean and functioning well to keep dust and other potential irritants out of the air. Use a nasal saline spray. This helps rinse and hydrate tissues in your nose and sinuses. Use a sterile spray that has sodium chloride. Gargle with salt water. Using salt water, 1 teaspoon of salt per glass of warm water, can ease your irritated throat by clearing away mucus. Use eucalyptus. Whether it's a eucalyptus balm or essential oil in a diffuser, the scent of eucalyptus can help loosen mucus in your chest. Use over-the-counter medication. Decongestants, in oral form or as a nasal spray, can help reduce the swelling in your nose. There are also expectorants like guaifenesin, like Mucinex registered, that help thin mucus. If you're concerned about allergies, remember that the testing is easy and straightforward, says Dr. Bryson. You can also try over-the-counter allergy medications, which may solve your issue. If you're in doubt, don't hesitate to discuss your problem with your primary care doctor or an otolaryngologist, who can dig into your particular symptoms and history to find solutions. Is excess phlegm a sign of a serious condition? If the amount of mucus your body makes is uncomfortable, you might worry it's a sign of a more serious problem. According to Dr. Bryson, mucus isn't typically a symptom to worry about if it's your only symptom. Worrisome signs are mucus accompanied by fevers, chills and night sweats, especially if you also experience weight loss, nasal obstruction or intermittent nose bleeds for more than 2 weeks, he says. The watching, interacting, and participation of any kind with anything on this page does not constitute or initiate a doctor-patient relationship, with verypudic.com. None of the statements here have been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA. The products of verypudic.com are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information being provided should only be considered for education and entertainment purposes only. If you feel that anything you see or hear may be of value to you on this page or on any other medium of any kind associated with, showing, or quoting anything relating to verypudic.com in any way at any time, you are encouraged to and agree to consult with a licensed healthcare professional in your area to discuss it. If you feel that you're having a healthcare emergency, seek medical attention immediately. The views expressed here are simply either the views and opinions of verypudic.com, others appearing and are protected under the First Amendment. Verypudic.com promotes evidence-based natural approaches to health, which means integrating her individual scientific and clinical expertise with the best available external clinical evidence from systematic research. By individual clinical expertise, I refer to the proficiency and judgment that individual clinicians acquire through clinical experience and clinical practice. Verypudic.com does not make any representation or warranties with respect to the accuracy, applicability, fitness, or completeness of any multimedia content provided. Verypudic.com does not warrant the performance, effectiveness, or applicability of any sites listed, linked, or referenced to, in, or by any multimedia content. To be clear, the multimedia content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health providers with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have read or seen in any website, video, image, or media of any kind. Verypudic.com hereby disclaims any and all liability to any party for any direct, indirect, implied, punitive, special, incidental, or other consequential damages arising directly or indirectly from any use of the content, which is provided as is, and without warranties.